Do you know that some Benin people went to Wikipedia to modify, the research that was carried out by the University of California regarding Esan and Yoruba being, the only ethnic nation, that has ghost DNA in present-day Nigeria, alongside with the Medes people of Sierra Leone and Western Gambia. What did they do? They went there. You can see the picture up here. They went there simply because Esan was cited and Benin wasn't measured. Why did they do that? It wasn't Esan people who do it, who carry out the research. But Benin went there to erase Esan part and just put their own, at which they even add their own. They'll say Yoruba, Esan, and Edo. It would have been better. What did they do? They practically erase the side where they measure Esan and freeze their Benin, so-called Benin, in that place. See, there's what the popular word that say, when the men slept, the enemy came to sow an evil task. This, if I say this word, I will be justified that the greatest triumph of an Edo, of a cheeky Edo person is to distort Esan history, try to truncate Esan, or look for a means to bring Esan people down. That is the only greatest triumph or achievement of an Edo person. Look at what we have here, what they have modified it to be. They practically erase Esan out of it and fix Benin in there. But the people who carry out the research, even when they analyze it on Channels television, they did not put Benin. They mention Yoruba Esan in the present day, Nigeria, and they clearly stated that this ethnic group, they did not migrate from other ethnic nations. Rather, all the other ethnic nation group migrated from them. It can say to be so. Some of the other ethnic group migrated from them. That means they seems to be the oldest ethnic group in the present day Nigeria. But the Benin went there, they modify it. They did not even add their own. They say, okay, let's say they wanted that place to the position, but they feed their own. But they practically erase Esan's part of it, where they cited Esan and put Benin there. That is how bad it is when it comes to history manipulation between the Esan and the Edo. We know the history. We know how your ethnic group is a was found by different kinds of ethnic group. Now let's read the actual result, and this is the picture. We're going to read it together. What the scientists said. It wasn't Esan who said it. It was the scientists who highlighted Esan, who carried out the research, the robust research. They carried out the robust research and found out that Esan and Yoruba in present-day Nigeria, they has ghost DNA. They are the oldest ethnic group in Nigeria. It wasn't Esan people, it wasn't Yoruba people, but the scientists, rather the University of California, as it was highlighted here, in Los Angeles. Now let's go for what we have here. The heading, I will read it step by step. A ghost human, ancestors discovered in West Africa. That is the heading. We found this in BBC News. This is not just a bele news, this is BBC News, according to what here, BBC. Now what happened here? Further, they say, a mysterious ghost population of new extinct ancient human-like creature may have interbred with early human living in West Africa. Scientists say it wasn't Esan. Scientists say. They further say researchers suggest DNA from the group make up between 2% and 90% of modern West Africa genetic ancestry. Now they believe the interbreeding occurred about 43,000 years ago. 43,000 years ago. That means that time Benin and many other ethnic groups they are not existing that time. They are not existing that time. We are talking about ghost DNA, where people trace that they did not migrate from you. Ghost DNA. Now let's go further. It's a scientist found a link to the Mede people of Sierra Leone, Yoruba, as well as Esan people in Nigeria. They did not say Benin, Yoruba, as well as Esan people in Nigeria. Now the further highlighted that plus other group in western area of the Gambia. I know some Benin will say, oh, when they measure Gambia, I was just laughing. Or no, Sierra Leone, I was just laughing. Do you actually know that people actually existed in all this area before talking about colonization or that slave trade? You can't feast people in a place where there is no people at all. It's very difficult. People actually exist there, even if there were few people, but people exist in that place. Like the way news now, the Donald Trump wanted to repatriate, other criminal with all those people that he wanted to repatriate to Nigeria. The Nigerian government stopped it, said no, refused. Okay, let's say Nigerian government accepted it and they put it in one location with another people and they decide to braid that place. Does that mean before people were deported to that place, there was no humans there? Some people say Sierra Leone that they pack people to. People existed in all those geographical locations. My Benin people. Instead of you to embark on this journey of mago, the best thing to do is to add your own. You did not add your own, but what you do, you embark on just to erase Esan own. What pains you the most is that Esan that was there. Benin was not there. Edo as a tribe, Benin is a city under the Edo tribe. Was it there? The Edo wasn't cited, or rather, even your Benin Kingdom, a great empire, wasn't cited. But Esan that you neglected was cited. That was the problem that prompted you to go to Wikipedia or your so-called this thing to try to manipulate everything. I'll post this video and I'll post it on YouTube. And if you want to check it, you can also check the link. Even on Facebook, anyway, you can find the link. Just go to this BBC News. You'll find the original, how it was portrayed, how they analyze it. It wasn't done by the Esan people or Yoruba people. It was carried out by a group of researchers who found out that Esan has possessed this ghost DNA. Guys, let's discuss it. Then I will conclude with this. See, you can't achieve anything by trying to bring somebody down. You can't achieve anything. I will always say the greatest achievement, the greatest triumph of a cheeky Edo person, Benin person, is to look for a way to distort Esan history, to truncate Esan, and also spread false narrative about Esan. Alright, see you in the comment section as we further deliberate on this recent updates. Why did they do this? In 10 years to come, 5 years to come, they will be arguing. In order for them to argue that they were part of it, wasn't Esan. They measured Benin. That's why they measured their so-called empire. That is why they go there to try to manipulate it. Again, link Esan, people rise up, put your video on this thing on social space so that people can also see it. So not only me, a lot of people can also see it. All this propaganda, people are spreading false narrative. Alright, follow me for more video, like and share.